G'day, are you unsure how to play weighted shots? What line to take for what kind of weight you're playing? Well, in this lesson, we're going to teach you how to be better. So, let's get on with it. G'day, I'm Matt Clark from Matt Jackson Balls. Today on Coach's Corner, we're going to look at weighted shots, what line to take and how to play them. So, first of all, don't forget to hit the subscribe button underneath and also hit the like button on the video. So to start with, a couple of tools that we're going to need today. First of all, cones. Now, if you have cones, by all means use them. Unfortunately, I no longer use them. I bought a heap of them and don't use them, so they're out the door. What I do use now are half tennis balls. So go and buy a couple of tennis balls, cut them in half. These are the bee's knees, and we'll show you how to use them in a tick. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through 2 drills today to help you understand, again, what line to take and what weight to play, or what line to take with the weight that you want to play. So let's get on with it and I'll show you the first exercise. Righto, so for the first lesson today, what we're trying to do is drag the kitty back through to the tennis ball up the other end. So what you do is you put the tennis ball off center, probably a metre behind Jack. So what you're trying to do is drag kitty through to that area, or get it between the 2 tennis balls, and that's a decent shot. What you can do as you get better and better and better, of course, is, shorten up the tennis balls. So what will generally happen in a game is your skip will stand off center like this and say, come through, play through to me, because again, he's seeing your bowls, he knows what your bowls do. But for practice, this is fantastic to do. So you do it both hands. Now, unfortunately, the green's a bit slow today. I'm not allowed to play on the synthetic because we've got a party there. So these will go down pretty skinny, but you'll get the idea of what we're trying to do. So again, we're just trying to play through and visualize and play through to the tennis ball out the back. So that's the idea. Visualize that the tennis ball isn't there normally when you're playing, but that's the line that you want to play through. So again, as you're practicing this, you adjust your tennis ball to basically the width of how much grass your bowl is actually taking. So I think my bowl's going to take about that much grass. We're trying to play through it. See how we go with that one. Righto, so that's going to cut away, but that's pretty much the weight I want. Maybe another foot or 2. So let's try that again. And that's probably too wide, but we'll see. It might come back. So again, weight's off, but I'm inside the cone. So again, even if you miss, you're pretty much still going to draw the shot, but you are trying to play through. Now in a game, as you'll see up the other end, my bowl is sitting pretty. So again, with the extra weight, you're playing on that bowl or through the kitty. Probably too wide and too quick, maybe. I'll find out when I hit the camera up the other end. Yeah, so just too much weight. And so we'll go one more. No, I haven't got the weight on that one. So as I say, a lot of the times, especially when I'm coaching people, do as I say, don't do as I do, because they're 4 very average bowls. But you get the idea. So with the tennis balls, swap hands. You can move it back another foot or 2, but the idea is to just gently play through it with half a metre to a metre's worth of weight. Practice that and you'll start getting an idea. Let's move on to the next lesson. Righto, this next drill is more of an exercise rather than a drill. Now this is going to take you some time, so give yourself a good hour and a half, 2 hours. Now what it is, I've created a little cheat sheet for myself. At Croydon, we've got both grass and synthetic. Now, the synthetic was completely new to me this year. It was only until halfway through the year, probably a little bit more into around 10, 11, that I was really starting to struggle with my weighted shots and what angles to play on those weighted shots. Now, especially being a new surface for me, I had absolutely no idea what line to take when I was playing 4 metres on, 6 metres on, 2 metres on. So I've come up with a little cheat sheet for myself. So first of all, I'll show you this graphic. Now what I've done, and I've actually stolen this from somebody else who taught me, so I'm just using it. As you will see on the graphic, what I've done is numbered spots between the middle line and the peg. Now you can go out further than that if needs be, but if you're playing with weight, you generally don't need to go outside the peg. So what I generally do is when I'm on the mat, I will line up according to a number. So if I need to play a draw shot, out to the peg is number 4. So I'll sit there in my head and I'll go number 4, and draw. Or if you go out a bit further, you can go 5, 6, etc., etc. The next part of that, now that you've got your numbering system and you sort of have an idea in your head, what I did, and again, it took me about an hour and a half, what I wanted to do was play with certain weight and jot down the number that I played to. So for example, 2 metres on, I would aim at, say, number 2. And so I would get my phone, actually I did it on my phone, and then I got home and wrote it all down. So on my phone, I went 2 metres, number 3, etc., etc. Now you do this at full length, half length, and then minimum length. So at the end of it, you should have approximately about 12, and I'll show the graphic when we've finished up here. So to start the exercise, what we're trying to do is play with 2 metres on. So at the moment, I will line up at number 3 and try and play with 2 metres of weight on. So I wasn't far away, straight over the top of the... So number 3 didn't work, so again, go to number 2, for example. No, I've gone a bit skinny on that. We'll see it's holding up, but again, that was correct weight. So again, it's all trial and error, and this is where it's going to take time to do it. Again, unfortunately, I'm playing on a green that's really slow. They played on it yesterday, and looking at the ground, they've watered it overnight. So it's a slow and skinny green, but it's more about getting an understanding of what we're trying to do. So again, I'll aim for about 2.5. And that's probably too quick. Probably a touch too quick, but you can see there, probably 2.5 is just about the number that I'm after. Let's see what this one does. I think I'm dead on weight on this one. Yeah, I am. So again, I haven't practiced much on this green. I basically set the cameras up and went for it. So we'll have a look now at playing through with about 6 metres of weight. Righto, so this time we're going to try and play with 6 metres of weight. Now, I'm guessing I'll be around the number 1 for this one. I do have to be careful because I've got a camera up the other end, so hopefully the camera doesn't go toppling over. I might even play with sort of 4 metres of weight. Again, I haven't practiced, so as I said earlier, do as I say, don't do as I do. Again, I'm not a gun bowler by any stretch of the imagination, so a lot of this is guesswork. There's the number 1, and it's trailed off, and that is about 4 metres of weight. So I'll go and try the 1.5. And that might be on the money. And it pretty much is. So I know with 4 metres of weight, play to about the 1.5. So we'll try that again. I took a bit of weight off then. So as you can see, it doesn't matter. That's why we have the tennis balls there. Because again, it doesn't matter if you take the kitty or not. Okay, it gives you an idea to be where you need to be round about the area. Because again, generally if you're playing with that much weight, especially 6 metres of weight, or even if you dial it back to 2 metres of weight, if there's bowls either side of the kitty, you're going to hit something on the way through, which is generally going to work in your favour. Because you're playing that type of weight, you know you're playing with weight. If you've got bowls out the back, that's what you're trying to do. So again, I'll put down one more bowl. See if I can snag it. And I think I've got it this time. Kitty's gone. So again, I've got bowls out the back. So that is a very good shot if you're able to do it. So again, just to summarise for this lesson, the idea is get some numbering together. So you get some numbers into your head, get your phone out or get a pen out and say, righto, full length, playing 3 or 4 metres of weight, I want to aim for number 3. Right? If I want to play with 5 metres of weight, I'm aiming at number 1.5 or 2. If I'm playing with 7 metres of weight or trying to drag it into the ditch, I'm playing at number 1. Then if you put that sheet in your pocket and all of a sudden you go, right, I need to play with weight, pull your cheat sheet out. It's not illegal. You can say, righto, generally on this green, at this speed, I've got to aim here. That should help you greatly. It has helped me greatly since I've been using it. Again, I just keep it in my top pocket. Here's the graphic, for example, just to show you guys how I've put it up on a spreadsheet. Print the spreadsheet out, put it in my pocket. So here's the graphic. As you can see, minimum length, medium length, long length, and weight versus what number we're going at. So hopefully this has helped you out and teaches you a few tricks of the trade. Again, this whole weight cheat sheet is something I came up with. It's something I needed to do, but again, it's going to take you time. It took me about 1.5 hours to work out the different lines. If you can, do it on a synthetic, do it on a grass, and at least then you can pull your cheat sheet out regardless of where you're playing, work out speeds, and it's only tiny little slight adjustments and you'll be there and thereabouts. So, hope you enjoyed the lesson. Go away, train, and be better. See you next time.